Welcome to the channel. Leo never loses. You're about to see how I use the anchor system to crush NAV erosion, control drawdowns, and stay green in any market. This isn't theory. It's real money, real trades, and a real plan to hit that $1 million. So subscribe to the channel if you are chasing these high payers. So let's get down to business. Let's take a real quick look at my portfolio, and then we're going to go to the important update that I have today. So right here, like I always tell you, total return right there, total return right there. So let's start with Connie. Connie, she's up 189. She's in the money. All my positions are in the money. That means that they are within 100 pips away from the price that they're trading right now. So Alti, 28 down. Misty, $608 down. She's in the money. Tesla, 121. She's in the money. NVDY, 715. GST, this is my anchor. I haven't had a chance to buy her back, but I'm waiting. I will buy her back. SMCY, $21 minus. She's in the money. Maro, $276 in the green. And the new one also, TSYY, only 76 shares. She's $7 in the green. And that's how the portfolio looks for this week. So let's get right to the important update I have. So let's go to this update. This is a very important update, okay? So section 10, anchor system trim guide. Trimming is now part of the anchor system. It locks in profits and protects your position from sudden drops. How it works. Okay, I'm going to explain here first, and then I'm going to do a live trade so you see both examples. So once you have 500 shares, okay, and all your positions are in the green, meaning they are within 100 pips, okay, they're within 100 pips away from the price, you can start trimming. There are 5 selling levels, each with its own trim percentage, starting from 50% to 30%. And each level works independently. If you trim from any level, you must replace those shares before trimming that same level again. However, you can still trim from other levels that haven't been trimmed yet. Okay? So let's move on. Then I'm going to explain that live. So right here. Example. This is a real example with Misty. This is how many shares I have of Misty. So I have 1,376 shares. My average cost is $15.97. Okay? So 100 pips up will take me to $16.97. Now, once she's at $16.97, 100 pips up, my profit would be $1,376. So I'm going to go to level 1, which calls a 50% trim. Okay, then I'm going to explain you how we're going to do those percentage. So a 50% trim. So my net profit is $688. Okay, that's what I need to trim down, because my whole profit from $15.97 to $16.97 is $1,376. 50% of that will be $688. So then you get the $688. You divide that by $16.97. That's where you're going to sell these shares. You're going to sell 40 of them. Okay, so you're going to sell 40 shares at $16.97. That's going to give you $688. Now, to reclaim this level again, you must buy back 24 shares, 40 shares. I have this wrong here. I'm going to fix it right now. It's 40 shares. So let me fix it right now. It's 40 shares. So you must buy back 40 shares at $15.97, 100 pips down, in order for you to reclaim this level and be able to sell from this level again. Okay? So let's scroll down now. And this is the trim guide. Level 1, 100 pips up, 50%. Level 2, 200 pips up, 45%. Level 3, 300 pips, 40%. Level 4, 400 pips, 35%. And level 5, 500 pips, 30%. Why is this set up like this? I'm going to explain to you really quick why. Because these ETFs have this against them. You see, they have the NAV erosion, they have the regular drawdowns, and then they have the distribution, that they do distribution. But when the markets are falling and everything is going the wrong way, all three things go against them. Okay, the NAV erosion goes against them, the drawdown goes against them, and then the distribution gives you smaller payments on the distribution. Like for instance, Misty, this was the smallest payment she ever made. Why? Because she hasn't been as low as this now. She's trading at 15.50, I believe. We're going to check on her. But that's why she's very low. That's why the payment was very low. So that's why we need to set up this system. You see, when they fall and the payments are low and everything is going against you, we cut 50% to help all the disaster that's going on. Okay? So we cut 50%. Now, as the market goes back up, we slow on the percentage, okay? Because we don't need to cut as much. So that's why this is set up like this, from 100 to 500, 50% to 30%, okay? Discipline first, profit second. Every trim resets the anchor point and keeps the system safe. Okay, now let's go back to the portfolio right here, and let's do Misty for the example. So right here, Misty. So let's click on Misty, and let's do that example on Misty. So right here, the price is $15.53. Okay, I'm right with her. $15.97. I'm in the money. I'm within 100 pips. Remember, in order for you to trim, you have to be within 100 pips from the price. So I could trim. All right. So where level I'm going to use? I'm going to trim from level 1. Okay, from level 1. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to put sell, and then I'm going to come over here, limit price. Okay, we're going to go 100 pips up, so $16.97. So I'm going to come here, $16.97. Okay, right there, $16.97, and we're going to sell 40 shares. Okay, 40 shares, right here, 40 shares. Okay, now we're going to put this for 24 hours. Market hours, 24. Okay, and we're going to put this 3 months away. So we let it there. Now, I'm going to do it here with the calculator so you know, okay? So you could see how I got this, even though I show you, but I told you I was going to show it to you again. Now, $15.97. When the market goes to $16.97, I will be up $1,386. So you get $1,300 and $1,376. Okay, times 50% of that. Okay, that's going to give you $688. Okay, that's the profit that you're going to take. So you're going to take now $688, and you're going to divide it by the price you're going to sell the shares, which is $16.97, and then that's going to give you 40 shares, 0.54. So either you can go with 40 or you can go with 41, okay? But that's the cut you need to make. I'm going to go with 40, right? So you come here, 40 shares, 24 hours, they're going to expire November 29th, review order, and then you're going to review the order, and you're going to leave it there. You're going to set it and forget it, okay? You're not going to be worrying about it. You're going to set it and forget it. So right there, you're placing a good to cancel, or you're placing a good limit order to sell 40 shares, okay, at $16.97. So you come here, you press sell, and that's done. You don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay, that's going to be there, and whenever the market goes up 100 pips, you're going to collect 600 and whatever it was. You're going to collect that, and it's already here. Okay. Now this says here because markets are closed now, but Tuesday, because listen, Monday is going to be a holiday, so we're going to be closed on Monday as well. So Tuesday we're going to resume trading. So Tuesday this position is going to be live. So we're going to sell 40 shares at $16.97, okay, and we're going to collect the $666, whatever it was. We're going to collect that. Now, once this triggers and we collect that, okay, the next move is to make sure and we set again, buy 40 shares, okay, at $15.97. Now, this most likely, if that triggers, this price is going to change. It's going to reset my average cost. But we're going to write that down. We're going to go 100 pips down, 40 shares, and we're going to buy them back again whenever it falls, okay, to $15.97. We're going to reclaim the 40 shares we bought. That way we could use this level again, okay? So every time you sell from a level, you have to reclaim the level. Now, this month, Friday, I got paid Friday right there, Friday, $1,474. But this is going to help when it falls, when everything is going down. We need to implement this system. We need to start collecting, okay? Now, we could collect at 100 pips, 200, all the way up to 500. And you saw the different trim levels, okay? So all the different trim levels are there. So this is a very important update. It's going to help stabilize this ETF. Okay, very important. Now, anyways, I wanted to get that in, and remember, like I always say, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my anchor system, a strategy I'm developing through research, experience, and real results with these YieldMax ETFs. So if you're thinking about doing something similar, make sure you do your own research, trust your own process, and build a system that fits your goals. This system works for me. And one more thing, I don't authorize anyone to copy my anchor system and sell it for a profit. I'm sharing this strictly for personal use only. That's very important to me. Okay, so I wanted to get that in as well. Now, let me grab a sip of my coffee and tell me how this week went for you. You know, it's kind of rough. I know it's rough, but this is going to help these ETFs. You know, I'm thinking these fund managers from these ETFs are going to have to thank me for building a system just to handle their ETFs. They're going to have to thank me sometime. You'll see. This is going to be the standard. Remember, I'm telling you today, this will be the standard to handle these ETFs. Oh, so good. It's been rough, but we're handling. And you see, every time, if you follow the channel Okay, every time something happens, I get something to fix the problem. Okay, we're gonna fix this problem. We're gonna start collecting on a schedule, and we're gonna fix this issue. Okay, and very important also, remember, if you're starting in, if this is new to you, remember, buy below your average costs. Okay, no exceptions. If you're starting out, deduct the distribution, and then that's going to be your real true cost, and then you buy from there. Okay, now once you get them under control, meaning it's within 100 pips away from the average cost, then you stop deducting distribution. Do not deduct distribution again. You see, I missed I didn't deduct distribution. I forget about that. You go with the numbers right here. 1597, 1553, I'm right there with her. Okay, I'm with 100 pips. I'm right there with her. Okay, so you stop deducting distribution and you go with the anchor numbers. Remember, you buy either 50 pips, 75 pips, or 100 pips down. Okay, 50 pips is more aggressive. You need to make your own call and see what's good for you. Okay, if you see that the markets are falling constantly, a good idea is to switch to 100 pips, right? Now, if you see that they're in a rhythm, up and down, there's a little rhythm there, then you could go maybe to 50. But you got to make those own calls, okay? Now, if you don't know much about trading, go with 100. Okay, because that's going to be the safest one. 100 pips down is the safest one. So, and another thing, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen the anchor system where I explain about 90% of the system is there, I'm going to try to leave that video up there so when this one is over, you can watch that. So, anyways, let me know what you think about this new update. I think this is going to solve a lot of issues. So, I'm done here. So like I always say, may the winners be on our side. And I'll see you soon.